We need to have an uncomfortable conversation about what's destroying modern relationships. Women are unhappier than they've been in decades, despite having more freedom and choice than ever. Meanwhile, men are checking out of dating entirely. Everyone is pretending they don't know why, but the answer is simple. We've been trained not to see the obvious truth about the collapse of the traditional exchange. Here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Modern culture has weaponized natural female instincts into relationship-destroying entitlement. Dating has fundamentally shifted from a partnership to a service industry. Men provide, plan, and pay. Women consume and critique the experience. 1 through 3. The diagnosis. The why. The traditional exchange that sustained relationships for millennia has collapsed. It used to be mutual contribution, resources for nurturing. Now, many women demand the resources without providing contribution in return. I recently counseled a guy whose girlfriend never cooked him a single meal in 2 years, yet demanded expensive dinners twice a week. When he suggested cooking together, she called it low effort. The psychological difference is crucial. Men validate themselves by giving and contributing. Many modern women validate themselves by receiving gifts, resources, and attention. This natural evolutionary instinct to test male investment has morphed into something grotesque. It moved from, will he share his resources for survival, to, did he spend 3 months' salary on the ring for social status? Social media pours gasoline on this fire. Your thoughtful date isn't intimate, it's just content. You aren't competing with other men, you're competing with the highlight reel of every relationship she sees online. I know a woman who dumped a man because his genuine, heartfelt effort, cooking a meal and writing a letter, wasn't Instagram-worthy compared to a friend's rented yacht. Effort meant nothing without immediate status validation. Consumer culture has convinced many women that men exist to provide lifestyle upgrades. Their dating profile reads like a purchase order. They don't want partners, they want sponsors. 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, the concrete scenario, the meat. The emotional expectations have become completely unrealistic. Many women expect their man to be their therapist, emotional regulator, and entertainment director, all in one. One client's ex expected him to sense her bad moods and intuit the correct fix, like having flowers waiting. But if he had a bad day, she'd get annoyed that he was bringing negative energy. The emotional street only went one way. Healthy needs for support have been distorted into expectations of privilege, where her comfort outweighs his contribution entirely. You deserve the best. Never settle. These phrases sound positive, but they promote taking maximum investment with minimum reciprocation. When a woman leaves a long-term relationship because a proposal didn't happen, and the cultural response is, know your worth, queen, the idea of earning commitment is lost. This isn't partnership. It's extraction. It's parasitic. One person gives, the other takes. One person builds, the other consumes, until the resource is depleted. The shocking truth is that the good men didn't disappear. They simply got tired of being ATMs with a pulse and realized modern relationships are a bad deal. The unhappiness women feel despite their freedom isn't a mystery. When you're told you deserve everything but appreciate nothing, and when your worth is measured by what you extract, you will always feel empty. 6 to 7:30. The solution, the action. Men must recognize the shifting goalposts are rigged and refuse to play. You must demand reciprocation, because confusing love with service only leads to burnout. Look closely at disappearing reciprocation. When was the last time she planned a substantial date? When was the last time she sacrificed her comfort for your happiness? Men must define their worth beyond utility. Your value isn't just in what you can give, it's in who you are. You deserve a partner who provides appreciation and support, not a dependent. The future of relationships requires returning to balance. Women need to understand that being in a relationship means actively contributing to it, not just existing with a list of demands. The requirements have become contradictions. Wanting a provider who is also emotionally modern, someone rich but not work-focused. These aren't standards, they are delusional requirements. The shocking truth is that what many women really want today isn't love, it's a service provider. Not partnership, it's consumption. And this framework is fundamentally broken. 738. The outro. Extraction-based relationships always collapse. Men are realizing this is a rigged game. Women are unhappy because rigging the game didn't bring happiness. Both sides lose when taking replaces giving. Real partnership requires rejecting the cultural programming that demands one-sided giving. If you want to learn how to set firm boundaries and recognize these extraction dynamics early, click the link below for our video on the 3 non-negotiable boundaries every high-value man needs.